guy.
What's up, music freaks? I'm here today to talk about 4 random albums I had to listen to. If you know, you know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, why are you here? Why did you click on this video? Anyway, yeah, I had 4 albums, and you know the gist. But here's the thing. Surprisingly, and this is a bit of a spoiler, but none of these albums were really bad. I don't need this. Am I saying all these albums were good? Not really, actually. In fact, I'm just gonna say all 4 of these albums they were okay. They were all right. Some more than others. And today we're gonna break convention. We're gonna go in alphabetical order, and you will figure out how they're ranked as I go in the order that I listen to them. And as you can see here, I did get a physical copy of For Those About to Rock. My initial idea was to get all 4 physically, and I had a bit all about it. I couldn't find them, unfortunately. I even already filmed some of it. Here's a deleted scene. Wow, riveting. Awesome, I know. What a shame that we don't get to see that version. But, you know, you get what you get, so shut up. You know, AC/DC is one of those legacy rock bands that, like, I don't know if people actually really like them or not. I mean, like, they're alright, you know? I don't hear anyone, like, under the age of, like, 42 really, like, singing their praise, though. I mean, they're not bad. I'm not saying they're bad, they're just, like... So what did I think of this album? It's brown. I like that. I think on an individual basis, a lot of these songs are fine, enjoyable even. But listening to them as like an album together, I did not enjoy listening to this for the first time. And his voice gets fucking annoying. I don't remember the artist, the singer's name. You can crucify me if you want. But his voice just like it's unique, but like it just gets really like gets grating after a while. I don't know, and it gets kind of harder to like distinguish the songs. As you can see in this ranking, the later songs got more and more whatever. I don't really have much to say. It's an okay album. Some of the songs are good. Nothing's like fantastic. Nothing really sticks out other than maybe the first song, just because like I've heard it. That's the only one I've really heard before. Overall, you know, uh, right, the score is on there somewhere. 62. It's an okay album. Next up, we have Billie Eilish. Oh boy.
I'm the bad guy.
Duh.
I knew like 2 of these songs going in from like those tap the tile to the song games, like they play on your phone, and also I knew the bad guys from the hit movie The Bad Guys by DreamWorks. See, it's thematic. But I enjoyed this album a bit. I think I liked it a bit more than AC/DC just because I feel more passion, I guess, behind it. I feel like there's more of like a point that the artist is trying to make with the songs. Doesn't mean I necessarily like all the songs. Some of the songs are kind of or okay. The only one that stood out to me as kind of bad was Zanny, and that's just because there's some like really weird auto tuning going on in that song. I don't like it. I don't like how it sounds. It just annoys me. But at least like a lot of these songs are distinguishable, and I can tell like there's a point or like a story she's trying to tell. The last song on this album also was kind of interesting. I just didn't like how it sounded too much, but it was like the main chorus line of all the other songs put together in reverse order, like trying to, and it like tells a story. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a nice little bow on top of the album. I just wish it sounded a bit better. A little side note about Billie Eilish. Why is it that modern artists, a lot of them are like, ha, let's not capitalize any of our songs because we're quirky. I noticed that with the Machine Gun and Kelly album I had to listen to last time as well. I don't know. It is just a weird little thing I noticed. Like, Why? It looks wrong. I don't like it. Oh yeah, and also there's like an intro to this album, which is just like 10 seconds and unnecessary and just kind of dumb, but whatever. Doesn't affect the ultimate score. I'm giving this one a 63. It's slightly better than the AC/DC one, so take that with what you will. Next up is Citizen Soldier. I didn't know this band. I guess they're like a Christian rock band. I didn't really get any Christian vibes really from this album, but this album was also alright. I kind of wanted to like it more just because I feel like I like the style of this kind of rock music, but I don't know. It felt like it was missing a certain kind of heart to it. It felt like there was just a missing ingredient in a lot of these songs. Again, there weren't really. I don't think there were any really standout songs other than My Neverending Nightmare. I quite enjoyed that one, but other than that, everything was a bit standard. I enjoyed a lot of them. Some of them were okay. There was at least one like meh song. I think it was Invisible, where I don't know. I didn't feel anything listening to that one. Again, another fine album. I would have listened to part 2, but I ran out of time. It's 10:20 this Tuesday that you guys are most likely watching this. Overall giving this album a 65, slightly better. I feel like it was a bit more well-rounded in terms of average quality. Next up is our final contender.
Why do good girls like bad guys? I have this question for a real long time.
So the Falling in Reverse, this is kind of like the reverse of Citizen Soldier. I felt like I should have hated this, but in truth, this is my favorite album from the 4 I had to listen to. Especially because this is the album with that one song that everyone probably recognizes from the...
Why do good girls like bad guys?
And honestly, that song is kind of annoying, but at the same time, I kind of like it. I kind of fuck with this album, and I don't know why. I like how it goes from his, like, kind of weird, distinct voice, kind of like, and then it just randomly goes to, like pounding metal. It's strange. This album's kind of weird, and I like that. You know what I don't like is I don't like, what is it? The second track off this, Strange Magic or something Magic, Tragic Magic, whatever. But overall, I like the sound of that song, but like there's one line that just really bothers me in it, and the fact he keeps referring to himself as the king of the music scene. It kind of got a bit full of yourselves, don't you think? Overall, I enjoyed this album. It was kind of weird, kind of out there. I don't think anyone other than the one who recommended this to me would like it. I feel like it's kind of niche, kind of weird. But you know what? I fucked with it just enough. Overall, I'm going to give this a 69. Not quite up to the 70 range, but I enjoyed it enough. So yeah, what a coincidence that the order I listened to them to and the alphabetical order is also the order in which I enjoyed them. Granted, it was kind of a close race there for most of them. And, you know, that's kind of disappointing. I really just wanted to rip a new asshole for one of these albums. Or at least, like, really highly praise one of these albums, but I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know how to end this. We're in the music bed, and we got the pizza rolls.